Riz, it's good to see you, mate. We're off to meet one of the young professional players who's on the PFA's Aims programme, Zidane Iqbal, who plays for Manchester United. Why is that programme so important to young Asian PFA members?
I think it's massive because it connects people like players like Zidane, who's just signed his first professional contract, to senior players who've had a career in the game. So the fact that Zidane can now speak to them, call them, find out what it's like making that step up from a scholar to a professional player, what he can expect. I think that'll help him and put him in good stead for the future.
And one of the things about the Aims programme is to have a clear pathway from young academy players to first and second year pros like Zidane and established professional footballers. Why is the pathway element of Aims so important?
Now, it's important for us to connect with the players at a young age. So once they sign their professional academy contract at 12, we can sort of track their journey. And we know right now the numbers are not great, but connecting those young academy players to players like Zidane, who's just come out of that academy experience, it's vital, and it's really it infuses players to really go on and hopefully have a career in the game.
And one of the things that's important is having role models and people you can look up to. We're seeing more and more Asian players make it into the professional game. Why do you think we are seeing so many more numbers in the professional game?
Well, I think it's the generation thing now as well. So the fourth generation, we love football, the kids love football, and my kids love football. So it's great for them to see players like Z and players like Arjun at Villa and a few of the other senior players playing regular first team football. It just inspires the grassroots, and that's the aim of the project, to really get these players together, get those visuals, and hopefully that will inspire a new generation of young British Asian players in England.
Riz, here's Zidane. Zidane, how are you doing, mate? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Well, we're back at your primary school where it all started, and I think there's a few excited kids who have got a few questions to ask you. Should we go in?
Yeah, let's go. Hi guys.
Hi.
My name's Zidane Iqbal. I also went to this school and now I'm a professional footballer at Manchester United. Has anybody got any questions for me today?
What got you into football?
What got me into football? My dad. I used to go watch him play football when I was younger, and I kind of joined in sometimes, and then ever since then I used to go watch him every night, and then I joined my own club, and then I got picked up by United.
Were you good at football or bad at the start?
At the start, I wasn't great, but after the hours I've put in since a child, I've gradually got better.
Do you have any tips for younger people who are looking to be a footballer?
One tip I can definitely say is make sure you enjoy it. If you do something you don't enjoy, then it's not worth doing. Also work hard, try your best at everything, because you might surprise yourself if you work hard and you might achieve something that you've never thought of achieving before. So just give it your all and enjoy it.
When you were younger, did you want to play for Manchester United?
I've grown up in Manchester my whole life, and obviously everyone knows about Manchester United, arguably the biggest club in the world, so yeah, it's definitely a dream come true of mine.
Zidane, how you doing, bro? We're back where it all started at your old primary school. Must bring back so many good memories.
So many. I remember everything. I've seen so many familiar faces walking down the corridors, seeing some teachers that used to teach me, and looking at the classrooms again, it's amazing, really.
And we could see walking through just how much the kids here looked up to you. There's a lot of kids who come from a similar background to you.
Yeah.
How do you take that responsibility of being a role model but still being so young?
I think knowing that they look up to me, just need to speak to them, just because if they ask for a picture and I do it, it makes their day. Well, you see them when we walk away, they've got a little spring in their step, it's just brilliant.
You've just signed a professional contract at your boyhood club, Manchester United. Was that always the dream when you were playing on these playgrounds?
To be honest, when I was playing on these playgrounds, I didn't have a care in the world. I just played it, I fell over, I'd get back up, I'd laugh. I didn't really focus too much on what was going to happen, but as time went on, it kind of got more serious, and just to sign my professional contract, it's an amazing feeling, especially because I've been at the club for so long, and just to see my hard work pay off.
Now, football over the last year has been at the forefront of tackling things like racism and injustice in not just football but society, and you can see here so many young kids who would look up to someone like you. You've been involved in the PFA's AIMS programme. One of the key points of that is having a clear pathway from academy players to first-year pros and established professional footballers. How has that helped you on your journey so far?
It's helped me a lot. I've been in contact with so many Asian players across the country. I didn't know there was so many. Getting some advice off of first team players, networking with players my age, and then obviously sharing a bit about myself and my journey and my story to the younger players. It's really good because I can tell the younger players not what to expect, because everyone's journey is different, but kind of give them like a heads up. With the older players, they give me advice and talk about their experiences, because they must have done something right to play first team football and to play so many matches.
And you mentioned those players there. There wasn't access to them for young Asian players before the AIMS programme. What lessons have you learnt from being able to interact and speak to established pros in the game?
The lessons I've learnt, there's been many. Sometimes just having a one-to-one conversation with a professional footballer who's played first team, who's played loads of games in the Championship, Premier League is really good. Just listening to their experiences and their advice, because their advice is very good. It kind of opens my eyes a bit more to see what's going to come and what I need to do in order to become a professional footballer and to follow my dreams. So yeah, I feel like it's very good what the AIMS programme is doing.